Welcome back to the BioFun channel. Today, we will explore the world of population dynamics and its trends. But what is population dynamics? Population dynamics is the study of how and why populations change in size and structure over time. Ever wondered how animal populations in diverse ecosystems expand or shrink over time? Let's delve into the captivating world of population dynamics using two key models, the exponential and the logistic growth models. A vital indicator is to calculate the population growth rate, PGR, revealing how swiftly or slowly an animal population size changes within a certain period. It tells us whether a population is increasing, decreasing, or maintaining equilibrium. But what are the fundamental forces that influence the growth rate of populations? Pay attention to the next part. The factors influencing the size of a population are four factors. Let's explore these four primary factors. Firstly, birth rate or natality. This is the rate at which new individuals are born into the animal population within a specific period. For example, a high birth rate in a herd of elephants might result from protected environments or successful breeding programs. Secondly, death rate or mortality. This is the count of animals who die within the population in a given time frame. Factors such as predation, disease outbreaks, or habitat destruction can elevate the death rate. Thirdly, emigration. This involves animals moving out of a population. For instance, a declining ecosystem or increasing conflict in a region might drive species like wolves to migrate in search of better territories. Fourthly, immigration. This encompasses the animals moving into a population. A newly established protected area or an abundance of resources can attract species from other areas, leading to a higher immigration rate which contributes to population growth. Each of these factors plays a significant role in shaping the dynamics of animal populations. Births and immigration increase the population size. Deaths and emigration decrease the population size. Understanding these can help in predicting trends and making informed decisions about wildlife conservation and ecosystem management. Now let's take a closer look at the exponential growth model. Exponential growth, which provides a fascinating glimpse into how animal populations can increase under ideal conditions. This model is crucial for understanding scenarios where resources are abundant and environmental pressures are minimal. Imagine a scenario where a small colony of rabbits is introduced into a large, fertile island with no predators and plenty of food. Initially, the population starts small, but each pair of rabbits has multiple offspring, and those offspring reproduce similarly. This scenario is the perfect example of exponential growth. As we visualize this on a graph, notice the J-shaped curve that emerges. The curve steeply rises as the population size increases over time, reflecting the rapid population growth. For instance, consider the real-world example of invasive species like the Asian carp in U.S. rivers. Introduced in the 1970s to help keep aquaculture facilities clean, they escaped into the wild. With no natural predators and abundant resources in their new environments, their population started growing exponentially, demonstrating the practical implications of this model. Exponential growth, though theoretically unlimited, usually doesn't last in nature due to resource limitations or environmental changes. However, understanding this model helps us anticipate growth in ideal conditions and the need for intervention in cases of invasive species or uncontrolled wildlife populations. The second model is the Logistic Growth Model. This model is crucial in understanding real-world animal population dynamics, as it accounts for the concept of carrying capacity, the maximum population size that an environment can sustain indefinitely given the available resources like food, habitat, and water. In nature, animal populations often face resource limitations that slow their growth as they approach carrying capacity. Graphically, this model is represented by an S-shaped curve. The logistic model illustrates this in three phases: rapid exponential growth, a slowdown as resources become scarce, and finally, stabilization at or near the carrying capacity, achieves balance with the environmental conditions. A clear example of this model in action can be seen in wildlife reserves, where the balance between animal populations and available resources is carefully managed to prevent overpopulation and resource depletion. These insights are crucial for conservation, helping to create strategies to control overpopulation and ensure sustainable coexistence with the environment. Welcome back. Have you clicked that subscribe button? I hope you did. Now, let's explore the practical implications of animal population models on wildlife conservation and ecosystem management. Understanding models like the Logistic Growth Model is essential for conservationists and ecosystem managers globally. This model, which includes the concept of carrying capacity, helps manage natural resources by determining the sustainable number of species in a habitat. For instance, wildlife reserve managers use it to avoid depleting habitats. These models also help predict population peaks and resource limits, enabling the design of conservation strategies that maintain biodiversity without overburdening the ecosystem. Animal population growth models are crucial for setting conservation policies and managing ecosystems, offering practical value beyond theoretical constructs. They enable the development of sustainable strategies that meet the needs of wildlife populations and their habitats. Looking to the future, animal population models provide a roadmap for predicting species distribution, ecological challenges, and conservation efforts. These models suggest continued shifts in wildlife populations, with significant implications for global biodiversity. For instance, advancements in technology and data collection, such as real-time animal population monitoring through AI and big data analytics, promise to dramatically improve the accuracy of conservation forecasts. Moreover, the impact of climate change on animal populations is an area of intense research. This could create new conservation hotspots or render some areas less habitable. Researchers are working on integrating climate models with animal population models to anticipate these shifts and plan accordingly. Integrating genetic research into conservation studies allows scientists to predict health crises and population dynamics changes, enhancing our ability to conserve wildlife effectively. This could profoundly influence conservation policies and resource allocation in the future. This evolving knowledge will be crucial in shaping the sustainable conservation strategies of tomorrow, ensuring that we are better prepared for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Now, I invite you to reflect on the upcoming Quranic verses deeply. Let these divine words resonate in your heart and mind. Contemplate Allah's creation of animals and plants, and feel His infinite wisdom and mercy. Embrace the profound messages of the Quran and the marvels of God's creation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولا تفسدوا في الأرض بعد إصلاحها وادعوه خوفا وطمعا إن رحمة الله قريب من المحسنين وهو الذي يرسل الرياح بشرا بين يدي رحمته حتى إذا أقلت سحابا ثقالا سقناه لبلد ميت فأنزلنا به الماء فأخرجنا به من كل الثمرات كذلك نخرج الموتى لعلكم تذكرون والبلد الطيب يخرج نباته بإذن ربه والذي خبث لا يخرج إلا نكدا كذلك نصرف الآيات لقوم يشكرون.
Keep curious and keep exploring the natural world around you. Thank you for subscribing to BioFun channel, where your curiosity fuels our exploration of the fascinating realms of biology.